Hey y'all, so this week's message is about reflection. It's about us not being afraid to do the hard work when it comes to ourselves. It's about us not being afraid to look at the hard answers when it comes to ourselves. So we're just at a point where we no longer need to blame people. We need to look at ourselves and hold ourselves accountable for the things that are taking place in our lives. Do the hard work. The hard work is actually looking at ourselves. It's easy to blame people. It's easy to point fingers, but we're being encouraged to really go within and see how we're playing a part in whatever current situation that we are in right now, because that's the most important thing, us being able to go within and look at ourselves and do the work and assess what needs to be changed. And we're also being encouraged to know that we have the ability to change our lives. So some of us may feel like we're stuck, we're in a space where we just can't get out of a situation, and it's like we know we need to recognize that we have the power to change our lives, and we're putting too much of our power onto other people and feeling like we can't move based off of other people. So it's like we need to recognize that we have the power to change our lives, and it doesn't have anything to do with anyone else. And so we are being encouraged to move through our fear, whether it's the fear of ourselves, the fear of judgment, fear of others, whatever the case may be. We are being encouraged now to move through this fear, face our fears in order to be in the light, to move through our lives and in a peaceful way, because we're basically giving our power away to people. We point our fingers at everybody else, and we're not looking at ourselves and seeing what we need to do, what we need to change when it comes to our lives, so that we can start to create the things that we want. So we're being encouraged to expand our thought process, to look at what we want versus what we don't want. So if we put our energy and our thoughts on what we want, we'll basically see the results. So if we just focus on what we want to grow, what we want to heal, what we want to expand, then we will see the results. So if we're not doing that, then we're not going to see it, pretty much. So we're just being encouraged to focus on what we want. What do you want to heal? What do you want to grow? What do you want to expand in your life? Then focus on that instead of everything else. So don't pretty much get caught up in the distractions, and focus on what it is that you truly want, and take a look at who you are. So we just need to take a look at who we are and raise our vibrations, raise our energy, because we may be in just this low vibing energy that we don't need to be in, and we know that we can do better, pretty much. But most of us don't want to take the time to look at ourselves, evaluate ourselves, to basically move out of that space. We find it easier to complain, to put the blame on other people. So we're being encouraged to move out of that space. Also, we just need to intend and create. You know what I'm saying? Intend and create. We need to create the things that we want, what we say we want, or, just what we truly feel like we want. Don't just speak on things, but really put in action when it comes to what you want to create and your intentions. And also just really, we need to follow our intuition. We're being encouraged to follow our intuition. If we feel something, we do not need to second guess what we feel or what we know. It's like, so if some of us have been feeling like we know the answers to things, we need to stop looking for a physical confirmation, pretty much. It's just like, trust your intuition and know that all is well, and follow through. And that goes back to not being in connection with your creator. If you're not trusting yourself, then you're not trusting your source, because that is the intelligence, that all knowing. And many of us just question that, and we're being encouraged to no longer just question, but to go with it and vibe. You don't need physical confirmation all the time when you know. It's like you're waiting on a double answer. So we're being encouraged to just not do that, pretty much, and connect in nature. Once again, to know yourself is to know God. If you're going within and you're doing the work on yourself, then you're connecting, you're building your stronger connection with your creator. And so what better way to connect with your creator? By being outside, being in nature, not in a building, not in your home, but outside, in nature, near some water, whatever it is, so that you can heighten your intuition, so that you can learn to trust it, so that you can connect, so that you can be able to produce the things that you want. So that's what we need to do. We need to basically vibe in nature, trust ourselves, go within, because to know ourselves is to know our creator. And then we will then know that we have the ability to change our lives instead of feeling like we have no power or no control when it comes to our lives or whatever. So also we're being encouraged to find a way to forgive. So some of us need to find a way to forgive. We need to let go of the hurt, the blame, the resentment, the guilt, the anger, whatever someone did to us. It may have hurt us, but now we're being encouraged to move past it. So some of us really can't move past it. And it's like the first level of betrayal is us going through anger, resentment, just disappointment, shame, guilt, whatever the case may be. It's like most of us stay stuck there, and we're being encouraged to move past that first level so that we can create that freedom within ourselves. And the only way to do that is to really just forgive. You're not saying that a person is right for what they've done to you, but you're also trying to bring yourself peace, because a lot of us are living in the past. We're still stuck on, baby mom, baby father, boyfriend, girlfriend, mom, dad, children, whatever, these people who betrayed us, who hurt us. But we're being encouraged to look past that, look past the first level. A lot of people are operating out of the past. They're still talking about something that happened 10, 15, 20 years ago, because they're attached, their emotions are attached to the outcome that happened. And so in order to move past this, in order to forgive a person, we need to detach ourselves from the situation. Our energy, our emotions are still tied to that situation, and it shows up in different areas of our lives. So that's why we are being encouraged to find a way to forgive. Find out what's going to work for you. It's your only way to receiving peace, receiving just a better way of living. So if we're in a space where we're not forgiving, it's pretty much saying that we still have our emotions tied to that experience, and we're not willing to let go. And we'll always attach anything that we're dealing with that situation. So we're just being encouraged to release ourselves from that experience that may have taken place in the past that's still, affecting us in this present moment, and is no longer needed, especially if you want to create the life that you want. So we just have to find, as a collective, find a way to forgive, find a way that's going to work for us to forgive people who hurt us, because yes, people hurt us, betrayed us, made us feel so much pain. But at the end of the day, is that what you want to dwell on? Is that how you want your life to just be? A story about how a person hurt you, betrayed you, and did certain things? No, allow yourself the space to be free from that attachment. Also, we have spiritual teachers. So for some of us, we are being guided to step into our role as a spiritual teacher. So some of us may really feel like we love to help people, we want to help people, we see the good in people, and whoever is watching this video that is for the people, you're being encouraged to step into your leadership role as a spiritual teacher. Some of us may have the tools and the abilities to help these people who may have a hard time forgiving. And some of us may be dimming our light, feeling like we don't have qualifications to really teach a person or help them. But if you're the type of person to see the good in someone, to see you're just for the people, you really want to help people, you want to make a difference in this world, then you're being encouraged to step into your role as a spiritual teacher. Teach people, what you've learned through your heartbreaks, through your pain, through your trials, whatever it is that you went through. You're being encouraged to just step into that spiritual teacher mode. You know what I'm saying? You have things that you need to share. Not that you want to share, but things that you need to share, because some of us hold on to pain as if it's ours. We don't go through pain and experiences for it to just be ours. It's supposed to be released and applied to help other people on their path and their journey. So if you for the community, if you're for people and you have a story, you have things that you want to help, you want to help someone, then you're being encouraged to just step up into your spiritual teaching mode. Do the work. You know, don't be afraid. Once again, reflect. Listen to your intuition. Do what you need to do to help other people, because people are in need. People have a hard time moving forward from a lot of past events. A lot of people are stuck and stagnant, and they cannot see a way past their situations and what they've been through. So for all my spiritual teachers out there, this is y'all time to really step into your role, because it's space, is room out here for so many people. You know how many people in the world? Like, there's no way you can't make a difference. So do the work on yourself to really help another person. That's what we need to do. We need to do the work on ourselves to help others, help ourselves, then be able to help others. You know what I'm saying? Use our intuition and know that we have the ability to change our lives, and don't let our emotions control us, because a lot of us are letting our emotions dictate our present moment, our future. And so if you really want change, then you basically got to do the work to change. And so that is our daily message. Also, you know what, I'm just pull another card and see what this one say for us, as far as any other message that we may need to hear and that we may need to receive. This one was out. It says adapt. You will get yourself where you want to be. So pretty much adapt. You know, adapt to the situation. You will get yourself where you want to be. If you can do the work on yourself and, you know, be fearless and move past your fears, then you can get yourself to where you want to be. But you have the power to get yourself to where you want to be. You know, we have the power to get ourselves where we want to be. We can adapt. We've adapted for years, so we can get ourselves out of any situation that we are in. So we're just being encouraged to do the work and be strong, be fearless, be courageous, be bold. That's our weekly message. Peace.